Nation, and welcome to the halfway point of the year. This is I do this every year. I do the top 10 movies of the year so far. Basically, gives you a little. It's a halfway break of. So far, I have seen, I believe, 21 movies of 2025, which is quite a bit. I think it's been a halfway decent year. I think I'm hoping we still got some good movies. Looking forward to. And so let's break it down and talk about my favorite movies of the year so far. At number 10, I'm going with Lilo and Stitch. Lilo and Stitch was a great remake. It was able to retell the story of the classic animation of Lilo and Stitch. And 626 is just as charismatic as ever. And I love how they were able to change some stuff, but then really kept the core to what the story in the movie was. So yeah, Lilo and Stitch was a great movie. It's a great spot to put at number 10. At number 9, I'm going with How to Train Your Dragon. How to Train Your Dragon was a great remake, live action remake, and I think it'll get people into watching this movie that didn't watch the animated film. For someone who watched the animated film, I enjoyed this version just as much as I enjoyed the original. It's a movie that I will want to pick up on Blu-ray. Was this movie absolutely necessary? No, but there were some scenes that was really cool, and I thought it was a great time in the movie theaters. My number 8 is Last Breath. Last Breath was the film where they're underwater and they working on the oil rig or whatever it was, and the guy basically loses his connection to air and doesn't have no oxygen, and how he survives is still probably a mystery, and really a lot of scientists considered how the hell that happened. But I really enjoyed the movie. I thought it was great. I mean, while you're watching the movie, you're just holding your breath, and I think it was a really, especially early in the year, I thought it was a really good one. My number 7 is from the world of John Wick, Ballerina. Ballerina, it was basically another John Wick movie, just a more of a female version story of a John Wick film. I really like Ana de Armas in this role. I thought she really killed it. The story had a very John Wick 1 vibe to it, where it was a little more of a slow burn, but when the action hits, and I'm hoping they do more Ballerina movies or whatever they want to do in the John Wick world. I'd take John Wick 5 at this point. My number 6 is Thunderboats. Thunderboats was the newest MCU film, and MCU for me has been on a downward spiral ever since Endgame. There's been like 3 decent films since Endgame, and I think this is the 4th one. I think this one is good. I like how we take these kind of misfit characters and kind of bring them together, and I think the action works. I thought the villain was very interesting and very different, and what this sets up for, especially for the next Avengers movie. For Doomsday, it's gonna be very interesting. So I did really enjoy Thunderbolts. It was one that I definitely want to watch again, and before I get ready for Doomsday next year. My number 5 is Drop. Drop was the Blumhouse movie made by Christopher Landon, who did Happy Death Day and Freaky. This one basically is about the airdrop. But someone is stalking this girl in order to commit a murder. And I really like this man. I really like his directing style. I thought while you're watching the movie, it's like, okay, who did it? Who did that? Who did it? So I like those kind of movies. It's not really a horror. It's more psychological, and that's really what Landon does really good. So yeah, Drop was really enjoyable. At number 4, I'm going with 28 Years Later. 28 Years Later is the 3rd installment of the 28 Days and Weeks series, and it tells a story about how this kid is trying to survive in the zombie apocalypse, but it's a zombie film that's disguised as a mother and son movie, and I thought it was really interesting. Also, it was cool to see Ray Fiennes in there. Especially, I thought he was really creepy, especially with all the bone stuff, and even like the alpha things, and it was a little weird seeing a lot of zombies naked, but I think I told Rain Cage this past week again. It's been 28 years later since this plague started. Clothes are gone decayed, so it was interesting. My number 3 is The Accountant 2. I really enjoyed the first Accountant, but I think the second one blows it out of the water. I think the action is better. I think Ben Affleck plays more into the role with a guy who has autism, and I think it's a great movie. I thought the action was cool, and I really enjoyed Accountant 2. It's one that I definitely will buy on Blu-ray and see it again. My number 2 is F1. F1 is the last movie I saw so far this year, and the movie was awesome. Brad Pitt and as an older Formula One race car driver was very interesting. How he started off in F1 and then he got really injured and he's been racing ever since. But he's not really in it for the money or the glory. He's just doing it because it's what he loves. It's a saying I've always heard: do what you love, never work a day in your life. And the camaraderie he builds with the team, because it's not just the guys driving the cars that is about. It's not because you also have the guys that do the tires and all the other stuff, and also the other guy, the younger guy, the rookie. I thought F1 was great. It was long, but it didn't feel long. It went by fast. And I don't know what it is about sports movies, about sports I have no interest in, that I really enjoy. And my number 1 movie of 2025 so far is Sinners. Sinners is the movie directed by Ryan Coogler, who it is a vampire movie. You have 2 Michael B. Jordans. It was creepy. It was bloody. It was very musical. Like, one of my favorite moments wasn't even the vampire stuff. It was the moment where the guy is singing, and you're seeing generation of black singers from the African tribes to the jazz to rock and roll and to even the DJ. And then there's just I thought Haley Steinfeld was very creepy in the movie as well, and I just thought Sinners was a very fantastical vampire film. That I'm not the biggest fan of vampire films, but I thought Sinners blew me out of the way, and it once again proved to me that Ryan Coogler is a great director. So guys, that ends my top 10 movies of the year so far. I always enjoy doing this video, and I'll be back in 6 months to figure out what makes it from this list. Probably, maybe 2 or 3 movies will make this final list, or maybe none of them, which shall be crazy, because I really feel like F1 and Sinners will make that final list. But there's a bunch of movies I'm looking forward to seeing at the end of the year. I mean, the new Avatar movie, the new Wicked film, and there's some other movies that I probably don't even know about coming out that I'm really looking forward to seeing. Superman comes out in a couple weeks, so that's probably my next movie I'm seeing. So I'm hoping there's some movies that are going to really finish this year off right. Alright guys, what's your favorite movie of 2025 so far? Whatever it is, comment below. Let me know. And guys, if you like this video, Thunderboats, subscribe to see more, tell your friends about Easy Nation. All too easy.